If love is a handout, who can read it and understand? If love is what you write, why do you need to pour heart before you can understand? That was a word from a man who just woke from a dream of love. He was a boy in his young age. He decided to free his mind and do what other of his mates do when they come of age. People call it a relationship. As a boy he was naive to know and learn what is special about love. He was an antisocial class of man who reads, finding other activities not productive to their imagination. He had read so many books of old scientists. His course mate was already into a relationship and he was the only one remaining. They usually mock that he doesn't have love to share. He imagined it and asked, what is love that I will study, and what does it give after I have searched for it? Is it not futile to release something that is of no benefit to the mind, or if it is beneficial, where can I get it? They all laughed, saying, oh, what on earth can someone love when he doesn't know the meaning? The young man was distressed. He went home, he refused to eat and went to his bed thinking. My mind is broad but it has refused to answer the question I have asked. He asked Google, but the ads were too much and he couldn't get the perfect answer. He learnt that it is an expression of feeling, but he wondered what type of expression can be so beneficial that everyone wants to have but couldn't, or is it indebted as a backbone of the mind? He thought about it for so long that he forgot that his mother was standing beside him listening attentively. His mother asked, are you in love? Why bother your mind in something that when you come of age you will understand? He asked, do you understand? His mother said, yes, of course, love exists. It is what binds the universe together. He asked, if it is what it is, why then worry myself? But my course mate told me about the relationship side of love. His mother answered, don't be so naive, they are only joking with you. His mother hid the words from him, because he wanted her son to stay focused. He asked again, did daddy come into a relationship with you when you were young? His mother answered, don't get carried away by what your course mate told you. It is of no realist gain in this discussion, take some rest and come and eat. Don't discuss it again, your daddy is coming back soon. He answered, okay mom, but the words kept troubling him, but he pretended with a smile. In the morning, his parents checked on him to confirm that he is all right. His mother had told his father what happened in the discussion with his son. So they came for confirmation. The young man was still desperate in his heart to know the genesis of love, went to school, as usually he went reading. The words kept disturbing, so he left his book. He decided to go to study by observing his course mates instead. He did it secretly. He observed that his course mates had female folks they sat with in leisure time. As he was stirring at the subject, a man walked to him. That was the preacher who usually preaches at the assembly ground. The preacher asked him, young man, what is it that your eye is focused on? Is there anything you need to share? This pleased the young man and immediately he answered, what is love? The preacher was surprised. He answered, love is God. Love is patient, kind, it does not irritate others, it is not boastful, it is not proud. The young man exclaimed, I have love, but he was too inquisitive. He asked again about the relationship type of love. The preacher said, why have your heart trouble you like an unstable water? Don't let that desire put you into sin, focus on your study. When the time comes you have a relationship. Some students came in and interrupted the conversation. The student said, sir, you are needed in the headmaster's office. The preacher left. The young man continued observing a few students having fun. He exclaimed, this is a headache, it will cost me no profit in finding it. The young man stopped what he was doing and went to his class. Not quite long, the bell rang and everyone went home. The young man went home to return to his usual lifestyle. On his way, he sighted his neighbor exchanging some attributes he saw in school called love. He hurried to them, he interrupted them with polite words. He said, how much can I pay to get some of this love? My bank of love is empty. The couple were confused. They said, you don't buy love, you feel it inward. The young man said, I have tried to feel it, but it will not just come out. Can I take your love and refill mine? The couple said, no, you love to read, go read, leave love for us to know. Don't fill your love bank, it will be unnecessary because you cannot afford to have a girl in your love. He exclaimed, girl, but they did not say anything to him again and the young man thanked them and went his way. At night, he wondered how love relates to a girl and why it is different from the love defined by the preacher. He said, love who you are, where do you live, I was told you were in me all this while. Why have you refused to talk? How did you enter my body? Love, I have tried to study what brings you out, but stirring at my heart won't help. The young man couldn't hear any voice, so he decides to sleep. Maybe he will forget everything he learned about love. In the morning, he hurried to school because he was talking to himself all through the night and he was asked to stand out and was given a punishment. A young lady joined him. She was the girl from the art department while he was in science. The young man was a bit shy because he didn't want to reflect what love is and what definition has love best, relationship or the preacher's love. The young lady was not bothered about what was going on in the young man's mind. She asked, why are you staring at me? The young man defended his action. He said, earlier today I lost my love bank and wanted to refill it. I asked where I can buy love, but they said love is inside of me. The preacher taught me some characteristics of love which I know I have, but my course mate had a definition called relationship. And they said it is love. My neighbor said I should not worry because I cannot afford a lady in my love. The young lady stirred and said, I don't know what you are saying. But keep searching, maybe you will find one. The young man exclaimed, what a stress this love has put me into. The prefect in charge of punishment interrupted them, turned to the boy and said, this boy, you have big eyes, go and clear the other portion of the grass. That was the last time the young man had an opportunity to talk to the girl. He didn't find any vital information, and it would be a headache finding a student in each department of 1,000 students. In class he was losing focus. He had to think of two aspects of his life, love and study. He was cautioned by the headmaster and he promised to stay in one. The young man returned after a futile journey of love, relationship, but he had unfinished discussion with the pretty young lady. He said curiously, love, though your hidden place is not known, but you appear in every man's heart. When you get finished there is no station to refill. Nevertheless, the preacher said you have some characteristics that will keep you coming back, like a mother hen who forgot her egg. He thought in his mind, why I am chasing shadows, why am I finding love from people of little understanding, let me search for it from a book of a renowned author. So during the break time, he went to the bookstore. He asked the bookman, sir, I am looking for the best book containing vital information about love. The bookman saw his curiosity and he was surprised that he didn't come to buy a science textbook, but a love book. Has he seen someone he loves? The bookman wondered. The bookman gave him the book. He paid and he thanked the bookman with excitement and went his way. Not quite long, the break time finished and he hurried to go home. Guess who he saw on his way home? He saw the young lady at the punishment ground. He exclaimed, did an angel tell how I look forward to seeing you? The young lady said, certainly no, and please stop this act. I have someone already in my life. I will appreciate it if you keep searching for your mysterious love that laid an egg in your heart. The young man was discouraged to say anything further, but he just gathered courage and said, it is nice hearing. And he went his way. At home, his heart was troubled. What relationship should I profit from? The one I set my eyes on already had a boyfriend. The earth is filled with love and I have no space in finding one among them. By the way, he put on a smile so that his parents would not notice his mood, and they greeted him good night. As they left, he opened the book called The Curious Lover. He read through. He found something interesting in it. It said love is indeed God and the feeling you have is a sign of maturity. Relationship is a stage in love where you join in marriage, but it is abused by our contemporaries. It also stated that on earth there are 3 women. 1. Beauty woman. This woman takes care of her looks. She can easily be influenced by society. They are always the victim's lovers. They are always the one who is prey to circumstances, unwanted pregnancy, sexual abusive. This lady loves to keep up to date, so they are always indecent and immoral in their ways. 2. Educated woman. This woman acquires knowledge, builds business, and they are less trend keepers. They are good, but they are always called the divorcer. They love when it is friendly for them to love. When the love becomes difficult, they divorce. Their loyalty is situation-based. They can help build you as a man, but they cannot stay with you for long when the flood comes with heavy force on the marriage. Their mindset is I cannot bear it, I divorce. 3. Godly woman. This woman focuses so much on God that is love. They are every man's desire, but if you want to get this breed you have to find where they kept their heart with God. They are called virtuous women. They are loyal unto death. Divorce is not part of their mindset and they will continually do you good as a husband. The young man exclaimed, wow, but where can I find her since the lady I met today had a boyfriend? So he planned to disguise his heart, so he can find out if what is written in the book is true. He thought in his heart, in this contemporary world both these 3 types of girls go to church, how can we find this one? Is she costly? How much is she worth? The young man decided to sleep over this issue. On Saturday morning, he went to visit a friend nearby. In his friend's house there is a pretty lady that every man's eyes cannot resist. The young man pretended about noticing the appearance of her. The young lady was the senior sister to his friend. He thought about the book he read, so what category did this girl fall into? Her pretty entices me, but my conscious mind is uncomfortable, for her dressing is not decent. He asked what makes a girl dress what she dresses? The young man treaded cautiously and decided to watch closely. After so many days of watching her, he found out that a girl dresses what she dresses because she was influenced, but the most important attribute he observed was that she was the senior but yet scolded in front of her siblings. His mind wandered to know more. He found out that most cultures tend to prioritize a male child, and since she is the senior, she is scolded for wrongdoing and that drains her emotion. She leaves a vacuum, a desire not met. She became insecure. Most of the time, the young man will try to resist indecent attractiveness. As he continued, he discovered that she also has a female friend who has a lover. So she is influenced. From the observation, he concluded that her father left a vacuum that she desired every night for, a vacuum of being treated as the senior, appreciated and showed the importance of security. Certainly if she was corrected in secret, not in front of her siblings, she will not be influenced. It is stated that your father is your first boyfriend. If he refuses to show the love that you earn from a man, you will seek that same love outside by having a boyfriend. After thorough observation, he decided to go home, knowing that indecency is as a result of insecurity, the feeling of recognition and respect and shortage of father's love and peer group influence. On getting home, he decided to let the sleeping dog lie. He met his mother who welcomed him. He asked his mother, "Why do people fall in love? Is love a slipping slide?" His mother answered with a smile. She said love is not a slipping slide but a notion, to show that you have a feeling for someone of the opposite sex. He asked, "Am I in love?" His mother answered, "You don't have a girlfriend, so you are not in love." The young man asked with curiosity, "The preacher in the church said we should love one another, and you said I don't have love, I need a girlfriend to fall in love?" His mother, seeing his curiosity, said, "I will tell you, if you don't ask me another question." She said, "Love is God. Love is an attribute that has no evil intention in it, that you show to your neighbor. Love is what brings family and unity, and it is the purest state of the mind. Love is expressive in nature, you give. For God gave His Son for redemption of mankind. The love that requires a girlfriend is the love that is sealed for marriage between two people of the same mindset." He asked Mom, "How will you know that you are in love?" His mother said, "When you have a feeling for a girl that leads to marriage. If you have feelings that you don't think of marriage anytime you see her, it is lust. For lust defile the bed." The young man was not satisfied. He asked, "What kept you continuing in your love?" His mother said, "Honest communication." The young man wanted to ask another question, but his mother shunned him. His mother told him to go take his bath and eat dinner. At his bed after dinner, this thought pondered his mind. "I have fallen in love, but she already has a boyfriend? If I continue to chase her, I will be sick and weary, for her heart has been attached to someone else and my grade in school might drop. Let me rest for a while until the coast is clear." On Sunday, he went to church. He prepared not to say love or talk about it. During church service, he felt an emotional downtime. His emotions were betrayed. Heart was reading love. A strange love was coming in. Please eliminate. The cells feel it strong, just as if his mind has two spirit council talking to him. One is saying she is hot, go for her, she has a boyfriend, try to win her over. The second one is saying, you fool, has immorality become a habit that you categorized beauty as a state of feeling? Listen to your heart and focus on your education. The young lady already has a boyfriend, so beat the thought in. The cloud in his mind was so heavy that he burst words out. Love, I was told you have a smiling attribute, so why have you tormented me? I was a happy young man, not until I searched for you. The young men seek to have you in their house, but you brought your sister, lust along. What is your fear that you don't want to share? I am of an unskilled mind. I have asked about your hideout. I asked the young ladies, do you have love that I will borrow for a night? They said something we just feel. I said feel it to me. They said we already have someone occupying that space. I asked the young men, do you see love? They told me we just feel it. Keep finding if you will see the love. I asked them to lend me your love. They said I'm crazy, it is not meant for me. I have fallen in love, but she has a boyfriend who give her love too. So tell me, is it not futile to pour water from a leaking basket? Everyone turned with shock. One of them exclaimed, go and find money, money knows where love is. I had relieved, but the question still pondered in my mind, where does money stay? What kind of visit does money welcome? The preacher who heard me exclaim words, called me. I heard talk of love and where you can find love. Love is God. And where you can find love is by reading the Bible and obeying everything the Bible will tell you how to have love in abundance. These words contradict what someone from the audience said. He asked the preacher, do you know money? Someone said I should find him. The preacher said money. Don't be silly, you don't need to know money, you just have to work and money will be a reward for it. But money doesn't find love, do what I told you to do. The young man thanked the preacher and went back home. At home, the young man was pondering on the word work, money, God, Bible, love. He couldn't find any answer, so he slept. On Monday, he prepared for school. He met his colleagues on their usual corner with their female friends. He thought to himself, am I the only one feeling the absence of love? He summoned courage to question his colleague. The young man said, did you see the money? I am looking for love so I can be like you all. I want to have a girlfriend. His colleagues laughed. You girlfriend, go and study. We did not see money here, Check the classroom, money will be there. The young man thanked them and went to his classroom hoping to see money there and possibly he will ask money to find love for him. He thought of it, but he felt insulted and he told his colleagues, "Why have you lied to me? We know that our school had not admitted any student bearing the name, Money." His colleagues told him, "In a relationship you have zero knowledge, go and read your book, leave us with our love." Money is the 24th century method of getting the young lady's attention. And as a student, we know that you are capable of doing a heavy job. The young man ignored their joke and went to the class. During break time, the young naive boy was studying his school book, and suddenly the young lady who told him she had a boyfriend on his way home, passed by him. He called her, and she came. He told her, "Young lady, I want to ask you a question. 1. What did you see before you were attracted to your boyfriend? 2. How did he approach you?" She said, "You are joking, right? Stop asking me those questions." She walked away. The young man felt discouraged, asking, didn't he do it right? The young man couldn't say a word, he gave up on the name love. He concluded love doesn't have a definite factor. He says, "Love, are you a woman that you are so popular but not seen by naked eye? What is your fruit that has eaten so deep in me? How can I be the only man in this school that is wanting you? Is my look not attractive to you, nor my appearance not adoring, that I felt unnoticed? You should pay me for wasting my time. I have decided to stop this desirable feeling for you, but I want to marry. How can I find the perfect lady that will take me for who I truly am? Is she waiting for me? Where is her location? How can I approach her? What is her name? Love, you know I am a man of the book, my eye is first on the award to be the best student. Should I tell her that? Will she be interested? Love, talk to me, I am tired, you weary me, stop that silent mood." The young man did not discuss love, until one faithful day, he was invited to relationship service, and a friend told him, "Come join me for a fellowship." He reluctantly agreed. He went there as usually he was a man of the book, he was never interested to hear them talk, so they continually invited him to join the fellowship. He attended the fellowship as a usual meeting just to stay away from home on a weekly day. On this fateful day, he went there, as usually he will not pay attention to the subject matter, and a lady walked him to the hall. He saw beauty. She was properly dressed, his curiosity aroused, he wanted to talk to her but he remembered the incident between him and the other two girls. He decided to observe her closely. He decided to give love a try but not disclose the subject to the girl in question. Another Sunday, which is the relationship service, the young man decided to listen closely attentively to grab every word from the preacher. The preacher disclosed that the woman that is meant to be with you will stay, she is meant for you, nobody can change that. The young man looked at the girl who he admired with curiosity. What will she be thinking now? Does she know that someone has lost his sleep? Does she have feelings for me? What makes her happy? Can I win her heart? But there are many good-looking guys around her, am I safe? The young man pondered those words but no answer. The preacher continues by saying that it's better you are prepared early in life so that when the time comes, you will make great decisions. She continues by reading a portion of the text in the Bible, Psalm 139:14. She said practical steps to becoming irresistible and attractive to the man or woman of your dreams before and after marriage are: 1. Physical appearance, Genesis 2:22-23. People tend to be interested in you and drawn to you physically before they hear you speak. Your physical appearance is the first magnet that draws men or women to you. They interact with your body first before your character. Learn how to dress and combine colors. Your dressing says a lot about you. Know what suits you and what fits you. Men are naturally protective, you don't expose your cleavages. Modesty is key. Learn to dress well. As a man, know what clothes suit an occasion. Be confident in your own skin. Take care of your mouth and body odor. Make an effort to look good and beautiful because you don't know who you will be attracting today. Be spicy, be clean. Proverbs 5:1-3-2. Attitude, Proverbs 31:30. Beauty attracts but attitude keeps a man to be attached to you. Attitude can decide your future together. Bad attitude kills a relationship. Are you proud? Are you unapproachable? Are you rude? Queen Vashti lost the throne because of bad attitude. Nabal lost his life because of a bad attitude. What must have shaped your attitude? Is it bad friends, culture, tradition, past relationship, wrong orientation? The things that change our attitude are bad friends, past experiences, bad orientation, and heartbreak. Ruth 3:10-12. Men are attracted to ladies who have a good attitude and vice versa. 3. Confidence, learn to boost your confidence before marriage. Women are attracted to men who have confidence and are full of vision. Men are attracted to women who have confidence in themselves, who affirm who they are in Christ. 4. Feed their love language, the man or woman you date has a love language. Learn the art of words. Feed their love language. Know what they like and do them. Give your partner gifts. 5. Space, understand when your partner needs space. Proverbs 25:17. 6. Growth, nobody resists growth. Be intentional about your growth. Keep growing. Be mystical, don't be easily predicted. 7. Be spiritual, Proverb 31:30. Life is very spiritual, use the words of your mouth to command good things in your relationship. Always interact with the Holy Spirit to direct you on how to pilot the affairs of your relationship and marriage. The young man was astonished, perceiving his body, saying, "Do you think I have a body odor? Do I have a bad attitude? What should I do?" He exclaimed, "The heart of a woman is different from man. You will think she is interested in you by sharing friendship, but she has friend zone you immediately. When you come with money, you still need to follow due process to win her heart. Can it be simple? What a stress. Every time I see her, I will try to smile at her. I will try to find out if she is interested or if she has a boyfriend. I am desperate, no. Am I shy?" These questions ring in his mind. "Indeed, I have fallen in love. Her eyes are like a young deer, her face so pretty I cannot resist. I hope on the day I can hold her with my hand. Maybe God left an angel by mistake and went back to heaven. Oh angel, are you stranded? What is the secret of your heart? Do you still fall in love too? You are not like the other girls, most decent. My heart has lost brakes. I want to have you as my girlfriend, but they told me I need money to win your heart. Do you like money too? I wonder if I have those qualities listed by the relationship preacher. Should I come empty-handed? I guess I am shy. Please, do you have a boyfriend?" The word worries the heart of the young man, but the young lady is undisturbed about his body language. "It is late, mother will be looking for me." The young man hurried back home. His mother and father were already at the doorpost waiting for him. They said, "Where you come from?" The young man said, "I went to look for love. I have someone I think has it, but I don't know if she has given it out to someone else." His father said, "What do you mean? Where is your book? Who told you that love is an award you gain? If it is an award, who presents the prize to you? Go read your book, make sure you pass very well. Don't you know that I have searched for it in my young age, but no one compensate? I am the one giving out. If you must love, you must give." The young man exclaimed, "Give? What do I have to give?" Mother interrupted them, "Love is beautiful when you find one. Giving is evidence you love someone. You are still young to journey into it. Money is a legal entity to show how much you love someone, and if she doesn't request it now, she will later. It is unnecessary to start, and you didn't get her to be your wife at the end. You will regret that you water the ground for someone else to take. Go study and make money for us. We are your first family." The young man exclaimed, "Will someone else take her?" His mother said, "Yes, and if you think you can go get her, make sure that you are straight to the point. Tell her your mission and the end result. If she says no, don't be angry. Maybe she is not ready, or she depends on her legal entity, money on time." His father said, "We love you, my son. Forget about love now and stay focused. That is your reward. Love, or relationship as it is called, has no reward. If you are ready to marry, you can get her or anyone else at any time, so long as you have their love language and legal entity money with you." Millions of inexperienced young men have journeyed it, but some did make it at the finish line. They had some breakups or toxic relationships. He continued, "I married your mother when I had the legal entity, money with me. Those days I was naive and chased her. It would be a waste if I did not advise myself and go work and leave love to her fairy tale." His mother exclaimed, "I enjoyed those love with him. It was like heaven on earth until we started seeing the reality of life. I had many suitors, I rejected all because of him, but it didn't last for long. My parents troubled me a lot to marry a rich guy. He saw that love was becoming futile for him. He decided to go work and he was lucky on time. We married." She said, "I remember when I was much younger, I was every man's dream. Every man see me as a precious jewel, something no one wants to lose eye from, a flower that only she give his good scent. My perfume can make any man body thick. I was a lovely dear, men mistake me for angel, kings call me queen from far. But I need happiness, so I choose your father. He wouldn't have lost me if he didn't yield to our mentor, and decided to leave love and its fantasy and work for the sake of my parents." His father, "Yes, dear. It was as if God came down and washed my eyes with soap and water so I could see clearly. Thanks be to God, He came for my rescue." He continues, "But is not so. Please leave those who are having relationships to have fun and lose their sense. When you work and make money, a woman will be crafted from nowhere, just like someone who sketches the picture he wants his wife on a piece of paper, and she appears real before his very eyes." The young man thanked his parents, went inside to sleep. His parents were still discussing. His father said, "Do you know that the most beautiful in our school married the ugliest man with money? The worst part is that she died yesterday." His mother replied, "Wow, what should make a man chase a woman to be his girlfriend, instead of making money and marrying her straight? No stress, all protocol observed. The young man in his bed was thinking so deeply he said, I wish I had a friend called Money. He would have been my best man and accompanied me in marrying the beautiful charming lady I saw in church today. I wish I could know what she is thinking, it would be easier to fall in love. Love you has put me in deep stress. I am tired of this every man love race. Good night love, don't miss me, I just have a tough day thinking about a stranger who looks lovely but I cannot tell if the lovely is for me. The young man slept.